I don't know. I don't think the police were actually called, and I don't know if Jesse V actually went and picked it up, or if Nick still has the belt, or if Nick's going to drop it now. But I imagine Nick's probably asking for a lot of money to drop the belt because that's the way Nick works.
Hell yeah!
But
good for him. Maybe that's why he does it in the first place.
Well, this is what I'm saying. But there's another post here. This was Tara Zepp. Do you know Tara Zepp?
That's the face paint.
She wears face paint. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't know much about her, but I know.
So when ladies, when working her, don't wear your nice gear. Essentially,
yes.
Face paint stains.
But there's a post she put up, a vague post. And she goes, "Imagine telling me where I can and can't work. You don't even pay my rent."
Or either you do it or you don't. Here's your job. You want to keep your job, you do it. It's people like me who work in the wrestling business, the cream team. It's just filth, lies, and cheaters. That's the way that company has been built on. How would you like to lie on the bed and have me perform oral sex on you? And I said, geez, that would be great.
This is not family entertainment.
And welcome back to another Cream Team podcast. So we got a packed show today, but I think we'll start off with what's been going on, Zach. Tell me what's going on in Hipstar.
Give me a second. And you didn't ask if I was ready. I got to do my podcasting warm-ups.
Oh, so, okay. See, I did my warm-ups before I hit record. You do them after.
Yes, but I'm notorious for not being professional. You know me. This is the dynamic here.
The heat definitely precedes you.
Oh, does it ever? It's jam stacked now. And after this episode, I don't think anything's going to change, honestly.
Oh, I think it's going to get worse. We've got a lot of controversies to get to, but what's going on with Hipstar Army? Anything new exciting?
Oh, I can't get bookings anywhere else apparently. It's awful, and it's the Ontario poison of people who are just like don't take care of themselves, have no discipline, so they have to take it out on others because they secretly probably hate themselves.
And you know what? It's funny. I meant to talk about the. Do you want to talk about this on the air? I can cut this, but
yeah, let's do it.
You want to do it? Okay, because I meant to talk about this and put this in the show, but then I forgot. So like I have all the show planned, but. Of course, we can edit it after. But I think what happened, you were booked out in New Brunswick, right?
Yeah. Been very excited for it. Mm-hmm. And as far as I know, nothing. Like I don't know what's changed, but other than what came of it, of the public posting. So
far, you don't know. It's unconfirmed if you're going now, or you haven't heard that you're not going.
I'm still going. It's unconfirmed if the booking still exists or not.
Right, because usually what happens in this case is the promoter just leaves you on red or something stupid, and it's like, so you're just supposed to figure it out if you're unbooked, right?
Yeah, of course. All because of somebody here in Ontario.
No, actually, he's from Buffalo. He's not in Ontario, which is, you can see Buffalo from Ontario, but
I have never even met this guy, and he's been on completely opposite sides of the spectrum kind of shows from me. So, and that makes a lot more sense. So what they do is, and of course me, I'm stapled and cornered from videos with bad accusations against my name because quite honestly, I get carried away online and throw my heat everywhere. So that makes people retaliate, and the worst of accusations. Now, in this one, complete opposite of anybody that's known me personally, and the one that they know would hurt me the most. Now, that's the thing now is that with stuff like this, it's guilty until proven innocent. Yeah. You watch any proof or clues that these videos of these accusations throw against me. There's nothing there. They're public comments on Facebook that clearly people with fake names, fake usernames wrote. But just because then you saw it on the internet, it must be true. That's the most irritating part. because if anybody has known me, and I've been in Ontario wrestling for over fucking 20 years, they've always known these are the morals that I'm completely against. So of course, but then you got a guy like Puff, and I've never met this guy. You got a guy like Puff who, as soon as the poster goes public of this Brunswick show, Puff goes on there and comments of one of these fake videos. And I mean, why? Because what has he got going on for himself? Again, I've never met this guy. So I don't know where this came from or why him of all people. That's what it's kind of, I'm racking my brain around here.
Well, I think that's the interesting thing. Like I was going to say the same thing, is that there is no actual evidence presented. It's just that they just throw out a bunch of baseless claims because I think you offended someone on Instagram or something like that.
It's clearly from people who just try to want to hurt me professionally and in the entertainment realm, because I do a lot more than just wrestling. So they just wanted it's coming from people who maybe their choices or their options have limited. So they got to hurt everybody else. And I feel that's kind of where Puff is coming from. I mean, because what the fuck is he got going on for him?
And I mean, you do a quick check of his Instagram and his Twitter, and it seems like he's very left leaning.
Yes.
And I avoid politics in public in general, but
I've heard he's big from the big on LaFisto, I guess. Now, if you were to rewind 4 years ago, when I was 4 years ago, and I just got down with Mark Clark, and I want to be a young lad and try to impress him. And, you and I both got this big. He would call you all heated, like, look at this post that LaFisto did. And then he'd be like, you got to hammer him hard. Get on Twitter and hammer him hard. And, and being a young guy wanting to prove promoter, getting their good books. Yeah, I got in there. And this is around the time when LaFisto was saying, she made this claim of how female wrestlers are not softcore porn stars, but yet I had to get on Twitter, just like Mark Clark ordered me to say, like, well, then why do you dress like that? You're a 40-year-old woman and you dress like a little girl. You literally have cheerleader outfits. I mean, that's kind of suspicious. LaFisto's retaliation was she doxed me, gave out my address on Twitter because I made these claims. I mean, so how she's contradicting herself clearly. She doxed me, gave out my work, gave out my address and full name. So all the weird left-leaning sicko fans of LaFisto's fan base started emailing my work, calling me all the left-leaning accusations in the book, and that was it starts with that. And then we got the internet side of my shenanigans on tonight on Hipstar tonight, and then you realm it all together, you got a big shit pile of fucking heat there. It doesn't. Not everybody can handle this kind of heat,
and of course, as soon as shit hits the fan, Mike Clark just leaves you hanging out to dry, which is probably why we don't associate with him anymore, because we got sick of holding the bag for him. Well, that's exactly it, too.
He'll never take the accountability that he started this in the first place. And, who am I to blame? Because I'm the one who wrote these messages. So, honestly, me even saying that makes it seem like, well, it's Mark's fault that I decided to write up these tweets. But, once that escalates and the heat comes back on me, not Mark Clark phones you up like, you gotta cool it. You gotta cool it on the Twitter, even though it was his idea to begin with. So and the lack of fucking self-awareness that it all started with him, he'll never realize, and that's just fucking
as another example. So the story on, I have lots of stories about getting heat, but one of the stories on my getting heat was I opened a wrestling gym in Mississauga or Toronto or Etobicoke or whatever.
On somebody else's land.
Yeah. Somebody else's territory. But it was with the full backing and knowledge of working with Mike and his idea that he wanted a place for his guys to be able to train and practice for his litany of shows that he's got.
Yeah.
And the issue was that when shit hit the fan and Santino Marella then called everybody up and cussed everybody out, he then was like, well, Runyon was taking all the people. Runyon was taking all the people. Like, no, I was messaging my friends to come and train. But the problem with that is
for the purpose of Mark Clark shows.
Right. But then the problem is that if the gym had gotten to the point where it was, legitimately profitable, Mike would have had no qualms about sticking his hand out and trying to get a cut of it. But
of course,
because we didn't really profit too much, then it's like, oh, Runyon's the asshole and let's just throw him under the bus. But that's why I don't work for him anymore.
Yeah, and as the school was kind of like going downhill near the last legs there, Mark was completely using it against you too.
No, yeah.
Like, why even bothering with this school stuff? Well, Mark, it was your idea to begin with.
Yeah.
Frustrating.
But anyways, actually, we went another week bringing up Mark Clark, and actually there was a picture that I wanted to bring up. I wanted to bring up last week, but I'll bring it up this week. I got it here queued up. It's one of the advertisements from Clark's side of the ring where Clark NATO, and he's got a caption here. It's telling people to blow him. And
yeah, that's nice.
So
yeah,
I thought we'd reiterate this, that this is out there. And then there was another one, and
the stuff like that, humor like that, really works well with the common liberal side of wrestling fans.
Well, this is it, because after all, he took it up the ass for you, right?
That's right. Yeah, there were thousands of people, horses.
No, there's another picture here. Here's you with Mark Clark at I think one of those Cage of Gods matches or whatever they call them, Ring of Gods.
Yeah. Back in when I first met Mark. And look at it. That tuxedo's about to implode there. Look at the neck about to just blast out. That tuxedo's just going to shoot forward and get somebody in the eye.
But actually, we got to circle back because we were talking about a liberal Puff wrestler, and because he put up a picture, and like, of course, I think it was one of his Instagram stories, but of course, it's on the internet, so it's forever. But I guess he's a Bills fan, being from Buffalo, and he put up this picture of Bo Nix with Charlie Kirk, and he's intimating that he wishes that Bo Nix could get shot and killed. And I don't know if you want to reconcile that, or maybe it's because if it's violence against Republicans, it's okay, but
even okay, and I can absolutely say this with removing any political affiliation with this. It's the Sabrina Kyle syndrome. You get booked, every other month. Your bookings, maybe at one time, you were wrestling every weekend. You felt famous. That starts running dry. So, and as that happens, it's become less active in the ring. On the internet, on the internet publicly, they become louder and louder. They got to their opinions just become even louder. And I think it's just more, hey, the only way to prove I'm a veteran is the more I talk with bigger perspectives and opinions, and talk about how my morals lay straight and narrow. I don't understand why you just lay off. You're such a loud person. How do you not realize and step outside of your own ego and realize it really translates to being obnoxious?
And we got a good run here on this theme in wrestling, and it brings us to another topic I was going to do later, and I think we're going to break it up. But there's a clip here of a recent show in Ontario, and this new wrestler, she's from Australia. Her name's Kingsley.
Oh no!
And
no!
We have to go through this. You just grit your teeth, and we'll get this over with. But
are you starting with the promo?
We're going to start with the promo because it's very apropos with what we're talking about, where it's like these liberal inclusivity, I guess you could say, where everybody has to be included, and we all hold hands and sing and stuff like that. So
okay,
here's
so
the promo.
you sent me this, and you sent it on a platform that we rarely speak in. So I found it hard to find it after, but you sent it overnight, and I had passed out. I woke up at 5 a.m. my morning. Have to pee, kind of hung over, and I opened this message, and I was just like half asleep, and I went back to bed, and I literally had nightmares about it. I had nightmares, and I woke up, and I go to Messenger, where we usually speak and trade clips, and I couldn't find it. So now I'm like, did I make all this up? Was it that wild, where I just dreamt like this nightmarish liberal wrestler? Oh man, I mean. Now let's start off with the clip, because I covered this on my show.
Oh,
yeah, so I'm already fired up from it. I'm in the midst of editing a clip of all the Kingsley lore too. So wait.
I'd like
Here's the clip.
to remind the purpose of this show, we do not accept racism. We don't accept anything sexist from the crowd.
No sexism. That's good.
Now give me a second. Now we
Respect the wrestlers, thank you.
we should preface by saying the fact that she goes off hot into this promo. For all we know, like, who knows what happened before this clip?
Of course.
So maybe we're lacking context where some comment was made and this is how she responds. In which case, you got to show us that, because all I hear right now, all I see is whining. And my favorite parts of this clip though is the shots of the crowd.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that too.
They're just very either confused or mild. Now maybe that's just the side, and the ambience of the cheers does not match to the crowd reacting. So I want to know, like, what's behind the camera.
My favorite is the guy in the front here with the glasses, and he's just kind of
and everybody else is just like, just kind of plain dads. They're kind of like, what the fuck?
These mini claps are really contributing to this anti-racism.
All I got to say, Kingsley, in this comment is coming from somebody who's lacking context. If you're responding like this because there was something from the crowd that irritated you, that's one thing. But if you actually went into this promo thinking this is where you're going to go with it, why? So is this your baby face version, your baby face gimmick is you hate sexism and racism? Is it? Or is it just a grift? And then what happens when you're a heel? Are you against those things? So how are we working, and why is this necessary? Where are you working the show, by the way? What kind of people are they? Are they just average family people, just want to go on with their lives and can barely afford to go out, and when they do, they have to fucking go to a family show where this kind of shit is peddled on them? Not necessary. We hear it all. It's 2026. This shit has been thrown at us for 20 years. We know this. Nobody goes in the streets saying women suck and saying the N-word anymore. We're a lot more civil, and if you're not, they're probably not people you want to associate with anyways. We don't live in this world anymore. So what world are you living in where you felt this promo was necessary? What like, everybody is on board. We've given you everything you've wanted, so why? What the fuck? Where is this coming from? Get your politics out of my entertainment. It's fake fighting. You're an entertainer. Get the shit that we have to live with in our reality, and let us escape from it for one second, for one moment, please. Fuck, get your grifting out of my entertainment.
I just did a quick pan of the audience, and they appear to all be white. I'm just saying they're all white.
Which has nothing to do with it. I mean, we want to live with this expectations that because you're white, you're racist. Maybe that's where she's getting at, and maybe she thinks she can get away with it because she has an accent.
Well, yeah, it's but this is it. Like, and you hit the nail on the head. Like, so she does this gimmick, and I'm not really sure what her gimmick is, but she does a singing thing, like she's Jillian Hall or something like that. So
she doesn't even know what her gimmick is.
Well, okay,
she was
fair.
a dancer before she discovered the wrestling grift, so now she just dances.
But so this is it. So then, like, if we're in this like respectful community, like, if she's up there singing, like I'm guessing she's doing it for heat, but then it's like, am I supposed to boo her, or am I supposed to be inclusive that she's trying very hard?
And how do me as a white cis male who just wants to go and watch a wrestling show, how can I get away with booing somebody saying don't be racist or sexist? What does that make me look like?
I don't know.
Don't be sexist or racist. Boo! I'll do whatever I want.
And I mean, it puts us in a position where like, because, you know, obviously there's a litany of matches that could happen, but like, you know, can you do a handicap match with 2 white males against a black male? Or is that like too much of a bad image?
Oh, very good. Very good.
Or
if they're double teaming him too, you're like, oh no, that's oppression.
Or is it we can only have 2 black males against 1 white male to show that we're, you know, we can do that? Or
it takes uniting. You know, united we stand. When we join together, the more powerful we are.
But I'm just throwing things out there because really that's what this podcast is about. It's about taking things in wrestling that we don't understand and having conversations about it. So, I mean, if Kingsley wants to come on the podcast and talk about these things, she's more than welcome. And if not, then I'll just add her to the list of people that don't want to do the podcast. And
of course,
we're almost at 2 pages here.
It goes without saying it's an open panel at this point, but these people never will, because again, you know, the ego gets ahead of, especially when the younger you are and you discover wrestling, the ego gets ahead of you. So I think, honestly, I think Kingsley thinks she has a voice, and then she felt the need to say this. But again, why this is the world we live in. We know in a civilized democracy, these are the morals we got to live by, but that's reality. Can't you let me escape for 1 minute? I had to pay $20, which this show is not worth per ticket. I had to pay $20, which led to $80 so I could bring my wife and my 2 kids. You know, can you just let me escape? Why do you? Oh, okay, you all right? You already got me. Okay.
But I mean, one more point, like, because Puff obviously made that comment about you. And then the promoter reached out to Puff, and Puff leaves him on red.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, if Puff wants to come on the podcast, he's more than welcome to, too.
And that's the one thing maybe I should go without leaving out of this episode. I'll tell you how I feel after, because maybe even saying that will add fire to Puff, and then maybe Puff will feel the need to double down. But either way, actually no, fuck it, because the damage is done. But the promoter has never heard about this. He was excited to have me come down, something fresh in their promotion. So he messages, you know, Puff, and says that, hey, I just want to know more about this, because you posted it on my promotion, so it's making me look bad now. And he leaves him on red. Puff leaves him on red and doesn't message him back. So was he trying to, and I said this to the promoter too, so was he trying to hurt the promotion as well as me? Or was he trying to do a good deed of professionalism and warn the promoter? Because if it was the latter, it didn't come off that way, especially when you leave a guy on red and can't have the respect to message him afterwards.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, if you want me to snip this out, I can, but
I say leave it.
Questions and answers.
Yeah, because again, the damage is done now. I mean, honestly.
So let's see what else we got here.
Back to the Kingsley. I have not at all seen Kingsley's actual in-ring work.
Well, we're going to get to that later.
Yes, so I'm just saying.
We have another controversy. So remember last week we talked about Sarnia Wrestling Federation?
Did you call it Sarnia? Sarnia. You sounded like you said Sarnia. Sarnia rap.
The mic skip or something. No, so
it's the technology. It's the technology. Mr. Marvelous doesn't mispronounce words.
No, I'm a highly sophisticated individual.
Yes.
Well, anyway, so we talked about this NCG, right? And we talked about how the promoter Aaron from Sarnia Wrestling Federation broke off into, I think he already had Sarnia Wrestling Federation, but now they're just not connected anymore.
Okay.
And so what's happened now is they're arguing because, like, basically they're still booking the same talent because they both work together. They have the same contacts. And so we have a poster here of Sarnia's upcoming show. And the front and center is our Nick Asylum. You know Nick Asylum.
Yes.
and-
With a very outdated picture. He hasn't had a body like that for years.
But what's missing from this picture is his NCG championship, which he is a championship holder in NCG.
Okay.
And so the promoter from NCG is mad at Nick, and we've gotten firsthand accounts that I guess he's trying to get his championship, his title back. And
okay, all right.
But like this is what Nick does. He gets a championship belt and then just holds the promoter over the barrel for everything and takes bookings against the promoter's will.
So he's done this before.
Yeah, I was there in Erie, Pennsylvania. He did it.
Wow, incredible.
But,
you realize it's a work, right? Like, and again, the promoters probably can't afford these belts, but they get all excited and they spend way too much money on these things.
But
now.
then the interesting thing was that the NCG guy threatened to call the police to get his belt back.
Hell yeah.
And and Nick kind of just was like, yeah, whatever. And then I guess he was commissioning Jesse V to go and pick it up, because I guess maybe Jesse V lives close by him, or
okay.
I don't know. But I get Jesse V's like Harley Race, I guess. He's gonna get this guy to come and knock on the guy's door to pick up his belt. But my question was like,
okay.
if you call the police, like think about how absurd this police officer. He comes in, he's another run of the mill day, and a guy tells him that a belt that he gave to someone, he wants to revoke the permission for this person to have this property.
Yeah.
And now the police officer has to go get it.
Not to mention of a non-registered fake business. It's not a real business. It's all just entertainment folly.
Nick won the belt, but he didn't win the belt.
Yes.
And so I don't know. I don't think the police were actually called, and I don't know if Jesse V actually went and picked it up, or if Nick still has the belt, or if Nick's going to drop it now. But I imagine Nick's probably asking for a lot of money to drop the belt, because that's the way Nick works.
Hell yeah.
But
good for him. Maybe that's why he does it in the first place.
Well, this is what I'm saying. But there's another post here. This was Tara Zepp. Do you know Tara Zepp?
That's the face paint.
She wears face paint. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't know much about her, but I know.
So ladies, when working her, don't wear your nice gear. Essentially,
yes.
Face paint stains.
But there's a post she put up, a vague post. And she goes, "Imagine telling me where I can and can't work. You don't even pay my rent." And she's got some I don't know what music. It's like I don't know what kind of hip hop music. I don't know. I'm a hip hop guy. Clearly.
Whatever is trendy. You know, a lot of these posts. It's part of marketing too. They recommend what kind of music to put in, because it's trending on other people's videos.
But I mean, and so I guess the two promotions are feuding over titles, and they're feuding over belts. And there was another thing that we dug up. There was an incident. So I think the NCG guy, Michael, he went to another show in Windsor. I think he paid a ticket to get in. The story I got was he paid a ticket to get in, but he was completely shit-faced drunk, allegedly.
Okay.
And I guess he was approaching talent in the bathroom to try to get their contacts to come on his show. This is how he was networking. And then he was also trying to get it backstage, which of course the people at the show don't like him, so they didn't want to let him backstage. And then eventually, because he wouldn't take no for an answer, they asked him to leave, and he put up a post talking about how he got walked out of a building he grew up watching pro wrestling in. And so this is the kind of guy that we're dealing with on NCG.
He's got it looks like he's got, in this post, the picture, it looks like he's got a water bottle, which has a dark liquid in it. He's got a sweaty hair going on, kind of disheveled, kind of like his greasy hand has been like throwing it over. This is like me on a drunk Saturday night for sure. I mean, the shirt's all over the place. The profile picture is what gets me, of course. He's the Joker. He's the Joker, baby. Look at him. He's all in Joker gear. We live in a society where I used to watch wrestling.
But it reminded me of a picture. This went viral a couple years ago. I think a little while ago. But it's Randy Orton in the bathroom, and there's like it looks like two John Cena fans taking a picture of him, and you can just see from Randy Orton's face that he's clearly annoyed from people taking fans with pictures of him while he's like trying to pee or take a dump. But that's what it reminded me of when I'm picturing this guy shit-faced approaching talent in the bathroom trying to get their numbers.
Oh yeah,
like, come work for me. Like, imagine you're like standing at the urinal and you're like reaching over and like, hey, like I'll pay you a lot of money. You come work for me. You know what I mean?
And how does he make that move? Is he like, did he purposely choose a seat that's right outside the men's bathroom? And then, when he's turning around after watching a match, he's like, I think that's Chris Masters. Chris Masters, will you come work for me, sir?
Oh, so moving on, we have
transitions.
We've got there's a show coming up in Ontario. Like this kind of runs in line. Like, I don't know, this whole episode seems to be coming off as very politically charged, which I avoid politics in public because there's no point in engaging publicly with politics because there's just no point. Like,
it's true, and I agree, but it was hard with the two things we brought up. It's hard to avoid that because,
well, yeah, but even I can say something, or better yet, type something in text, and it's completely taken out of context or not what I meant or whatever, right? So there's just no point. But there's a show. They are at the Don Kolov Arena. It's Canadian Federation of Grapplers, which the only interesting thing with the show that I would say is that they haven't really booked any grapplers. They made a bunch of announcements, but I don't see any grapplers. This was the promotion that booked me and then unbooked me. Remember?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because they definitely sent me a message on Instagram and said, will you be available August 29th? And then deleted it and said, we'll get back to you. But I saw the message on my phone and I just didn't open it yet.
Yes, okay.
And to prove that, I then followed up with a message, August 29th, ? And he left me on red. But how would I have known the date before it was announced? So there you go. So I see I'm telling the truth. Oh. But this post is funny because they spelled Don Kolov incorrectly, which kind of makes me roll my eyes at the state of the Battle Arts Academy.
Oh, it kind of looks like colon.
Don Colin Arena.
How do you miss that? They had to tag Don Colin Arena in the
because they
post.
Don't give a shit. That's why. Like, these people, they run in Battle Arts because it's a convenient venue and there's no care given to the lineage and the people involved. They just want to run their Mark promotions where it's a grappling promotion, but there's no grapplers, and they want to grandstand about raising money for Palestine. So I mean, whatever.
Oh, that's funny.
But and then we've got one of the announcements was Dynasty, and I just thought it was funny because Dynasty made a point. They just went through this with UWA. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then UWA folded. They made a point that, Dynasty and UWA were separate brands. And so now they're raising money for Palestine. So I'm guessing, Dynasty and anti-Semitism are separate brands. They're going to make that statement soon enough. But
just because, let me clear the air here.
We want to
I
clear
know
the
all
air.
two of you are wondering where we stand.
Our stance is that we have no stance because we don't want heat.
Yes, of course. Yeah, we're neutral. We keep saying this over and over. We have no opinions.
We have no opinion. That's like the state of the industry. We have no opinions.
That should be
We just want to show up, wrestle, and mark out for ourselves about how great we are. And if anybody disagrees with our wrestling, you are racist or homophobic or something like that, and you will be banned.
Yes.
And it's, you know.
I'm working on a new gimmick called Nick No Comment. It's my new gimmick I'm working on.
like that.
So the interview, brings me to the stage like, we're here with former champion Nick No Comment. Nick, what's your opinions on Palestine?
That's not bad. And the best part of that is that's probably just came off the top of your head. And it's like,
it is, after talking about
it's
that.
pretty good.
Yeah. Can you just bring up the post of this of the Canadian Grapplers real quick?
The Don Colin arena.
Now I know this is going to go over everybody's head. Not a lot of. There's some really good graphic designers in wrestling, but then there's more bad ones than good. Here we got the color in the background, taking away from the black and white images that are supposed to signify.
Italian.
It does look Italian, Mexican almost.
I'm being honest, I'm not trying to just riff on it.
No, you're right. You're right. I got Mexican, but it took me a while to see that the hands were grappling each other. Right. That's the only thing, probably to signify any grappling, because what you said, I guess the roster has no grapplers. But then in the forefront here, the spacing between each letter, they're so squeezed together. It's almost like I have to squint in order to read what they're advertising. It took you until you said something. I actually would have ignored. All you can really see is United Front, the title of the show. Even Live Pro Wrestling kind of is lost in there, right? It doesn't really stand out. The spacing of the letters, you have to squint to really understand what they're trying to advertise.
Yeah, it really doesn't come off as pro wrestling. It says pro wrestling, but it's very small. I mean, maybe it's just a show where they're going to hold hands.
I hope so.
That's what they meant. That's what they meant by the grappling. It's going to be all of us people, friends coming together, and we're going to hold hands.
And we have a little tug of war sometimes. Oh. Very good. That's good.
So now we're getting to the main event because we're getting closer to the end of this. But
I'm sure we're way over time on this one.
But we're gonna come back to Kingsley. So we got a highlight video of Kingsley here. We're gonna play it.
Is this Kingsley Core?
She posted this, right?
Yes.
I'm a big baby and they want to do right because I lost again. Oh no!
Man, she gives me nightmares, man. So
she's singing here, right? And then here, I guess she got caught in the spot. Here she is wrestling a teddy bear.
Yes.
I guess and then there's some more of her. And here she's getting escorted out by a flamingo, which is probably how Jay Nadler booked her, because he probably saw that and was like, I'm gonna eat that up.
Yeah.
Here she is as an extra in AEW.
Oh boy. This is like her demo reel, don't you see? It's like a demo reel of all the multi-talents.
I don't know. But I guess she wrestles a teddy bear.
Basically, what I can take from this video is that she knows how to fake fight, that she writes off as being entertaining, and she tries to be sexy. But if you ever say that to her, she's going to use that against you. And she's not a sexual object, despite the moves that she does in the ring and the outfits that she chooses to wear.
And to get heat on, I guess, the babyface's teddy bear, her idea was to give the teddy bear a suplex.
Yeah. I mean,
like a 5-year-old in a bedroom.
That's exactly it. I've never met her before, but I mean, I've met a wide array of different men and women, and the different types of toxic women I've met. I hate to use that word. She's just giving off the vibes of somebody who wishes so bad to be talented and attractive. And the more that you're giving off the impression that you're trying very hard at that, the least, the more that it's opposite of those things.
And then Mark Clark eats this up when he says that she should be on television. That's how good she is.
Of course he does.
There you go. But there's I guess there was a clip there where I don't know. She gets caught calling a spot on video. She says "spin me," and then she gets spun. I guess that needed to be included in that demo reel. I don't know.
Wow, and she chose what? So what is kayfabe anymore? Like why just?
Well, this is it.
Let everybody behind the fourth wall. Let just everybody come in, be in on the joke. Just expose my talent. Hey, by the way, it's all fake and it's all a lie, including myself.
And actually, and then we got some digging going, and there was another clip here of they were training at New Wave with John Greed, and
yes.
There's this. Kingsley posted this. John Greed's in jeans training the next generation of wrestlers by giving them shitty clotheslines so they can practice flip bumping, or I guess the inside out clothesline. But this is kind of like we mentioned this earlier, where it's like it's more important, like making everything flashy. Like I have to make these moves look more spectacular because I don't know how to work, right?
Of course,
like,
yes.
I can't just be getting beaten up and sell. I have to practice the inside out clothesline, and this is like, I can't imagine why Santino Marella fired John Greed, because from what I heard, they were practicing superplexes in practice, and this was at Battle Arts, and the kids don't even know how to bump, right? So
we have to, they don't know how to bump. So we're going to get them all to do the inside out bump. That's a crucial staple of a wrestling match. And honestly, you see how much effort John Greed puts into that clothesline? So much effort that his arm barely moves and his beanie never slides off his head. His beanie stays in place. His arm barely moves. And in order to show how devastating that this wrestler is, it's all based on the bump that the other person has to do. So your opponent puts in all the effort.
I wonder if he prefaced that off camera, where he's like, I'm not going to throw the clothesline very hard because I want my beanie to fall off.
Yeah. I'm sure from a vet point of view, he's trying to argue that, like, well, in order to give him the leeway to do that kind of bump, you don't want to like throw your arm into it too much. You don't want to make it look, because you got to give him a lane to do that bump. I mean, it's all smoke and mirrors, right? Mark's going to notice that bump more than the arm going forward and the amount of effort put into the clothesline, but only we notice that.
And so that now we've got we have a match that we're going to watch of Kingsley, and we're going to see why Mark Clark thinks she should be on television, hopefully.
Because if she's in my presence, then I just got to say that I'm always around beautiful women.
If she will work for $50, I will tell everyone she should be on television.
Yeah. And the fact that she's willing to answer my calls at 2 a.m. means that she's really cool.
Yeah. She picks up the phone. I like her. That's how I got in with him. Me. I picked up the phone. Imagine that.
She listens to me and doesn't challenge me. I like her.
Oh, yeah. Unless she finds out he's racist.
Well, that's just it. I hear that Puff is being booked by Mark now too. Yep. So Mark too. So we all know Mark Clark of making very derogatory comments against women. Look at her. Look at that ass. Like, he's referred to women's asses at the C&E before as like, look at that shitter. I'm like, that's disgusting. That's disgusting, Mark. So like, you got a guy like that, and you got a very liberal Puff, or even Kingsley in this matter. Like, do you not like So is that all going to go against your morals just because this is the man that's paying you?
I don't know. But anyways, let's start the match. Do you want to pull it up?
This looks like Dunville. I swear, it's a venue in Dunville.
I think it is.
We continue the tournament here.
So they start off brawling.
Where none of the attacks landed in the face.
Well, okay, pause. This is a common problem I see with independent wrestling matches because they do this a lot, where they start brawling, like they want to start hot. But the problem with that is like you're really limiting how you can escalate this thing because you already escalated it to like up here, right? So it's like we'll have to just watch this and see how they can escalate this, but they might not even know what escalate means.
Well, from a worker standpoint, it's a bit of a shortcut, right? So if they take in all their energy right away, they can spend a majority of the match selling for long periods of time, and it'll make sense because they blew their load all over right from the beginning. So now they're exhausted.
Well, that's you saying that, but let's see if that's what they do.
Oh, hell no, absolutely not. They don't think it that way. But
okay, let's play it.
Absolutely. We saw them in August.
Oh my gosh. Oh, take a hold. Somebody get in control. Pause. That little like somebody trying to take over. It's like Kingsley trying to direct Wanda Del Rey in some sort of thing that she wants to do, but Del Rey had a completely different idea, and their bodies were flailing against each other. That looks like a really awkward struggle.
But this is
honestly.
it. Like they're supposed to be simulating a fight, but I mean, based off this, we can think that they don't know how to fight. And this is what's wrong with most wrestling schools is they don't train fighters, they train art or something.
Entertainers,
I guess. Yeah, but
then the trainer is somebody whose idea of wrestling is just mostly just watching TV.
There you go.
So they're just doing what they see on TV and not really understanding the reason why. Just like you said, the strikes here, they're all in each other's bellies. They're just doing little belly shots. Like, oh, okay, go.
Here we go.
Victory here in Norfolk.
Well, it's almost. I guess
Oh my gosh! What was that?
Oh, she missed.
she stole the win.
Oh.
Pause. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to do this too much. They're really not on the same page. So Kingsley tries to kick her, complete no sell.
Do you want to see if I can play it again. Okay, I'll play it again. She throws the recycling bin. Oh, yeah, you got a lot of different telegraphing going there. Like Kingsley goes to kick her, doesn't realize that Kingsley's coming with a foreign object.
Kingsley kicks Del Rey in the ass, no sell.
Yeah, no, we're not working together here. We are.
Del Rey takes the same trash can that was just thrown at her that she also no sold and hit Kingsley in the ass, and Kingsley sells that. Like they are not on the same page. Even after this trash can shot recklessly goes in the crowd, they're not trying to control the trash can that could go off and hit somebody with there's no guardrails here.
I've seen it happen.
Oh, okay, all right.
Here we go. So Kingsley. Oh, look! It did hit a fan. It just hit a fan.
It hit a fan.
It hit a fan. That's a lawsuit. Oh, that she apologized. Okay, here I'm gonna play it again.
From Wanda Del Rey, and they are fighting all across the venue here.
Yep.
Good thing the bell hasn't rang
Oh,
yet.
that's just stupidity.
That was as reckless can be. Like no control. Yeah, pause.
Like the funny thing with Wanda Del Rey, because when I did the CNE, she came around. I think she did one day, and like the CNE, of course, is 18 days. And
I was in that match. I know where I got something to say after this. Yeah.
Well, if you were in the match, that's not what I was going with. But I know that I distinctly asked her if she was going to come back and work more, and she said maybe, and she never came back.
No, of course.
That's where I was going with it. But evidently, she could have used that extra ring time because here we are, and this is more recent. But
well, that's just it. Is that I didn't know who she was. You know, I've been disconnected from wrestling for so long. A lot of these people I don't know who they are, and both Fuego and Mark Clark talked her up huge. and we do some mixed tag. I forget who else was in there, but yeah, she was very, very difficult. Right. And even calling before that, I don't know. It was a very awkward match. I know that. And I know who she trained, like the girl that I tagged with, or sorry, who she trained, who she worked. The girl that I tagged with, she was trying to be professional. It was one of the first weekends of the C&E. So she didn't want to say too much, but she could tell by the look on her face. And she looks at me and just shakes her head, all gassed. She's like,
well,
yeah.
I got to say this. I'll say this now. There's a difference between being a shit wrestler and being an experience. And in this case, I would just say they're probably both an experience, and they're probably both in need of an actual trainer that can, calm them down and, get them on the same page. But at the same time, when you're offered ring time at the C&E and you don't take advantage of it, it's like, okay, well,
maybe there's something we're missing. Maybe she has actually a good judge of character, and got based on the vibes that Mark Clark gave her, she knew that this wasn't the place for her.
And of course, if she wants to come on the podcast, she's welcome to, and I'll add her to the list if she wants to decline it.
Let's just make a disclaimer at the start of the podcast. Anybody we talk about, it's an open panel. You're welcome to come on the show.
Anyways, okay, let's continue. Maybe the fan's knee will blow up in a hematoma or some kind of bursitis. That'd be wicked.
Okay, go.
I hope that's like Kingsley's mom or something.
Oh, are you on the noggin wagon on the side?
Okay, wait. Yeah, I'm gonna play it again. I'm
sorry. Yeah, we're never gonna get through this.
That's not. You gotta come down, and then put the trash can on it. Yeah, why not? Don't hit the fan. Oof. Oh, you know what? That was the pause. That was ugly, but I'm happy they didn't put a hole in the wall, because that's indie wrestling 101 when the venue gets damaged and the boys get reamed out or have to pay for it.
It's true, but maybe they were just lucky. Maybe I don't think this is really the first thing on the girls' mind. I'm sure Kingsley was more focused on making sound with that. So if she even put more of her body weight into it, they could have damaged the venue.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually. Think you have a recycling bin on. You have no idea where you are in space. You can't see. And maybe she wasn't even told that she was going to be thrown into the wall. So then it's like, okay. But you can't judge that. So the fact that she didn't put a hole in the wall might just be a fluke.
Yeah, it might be. I'm going with that, but I'm also going with it 100%. They called that in the bag. This match actually is called maneuver for maneuver.
It wouldn't surprise me.
The only thing is that they did more talking about it, going over it and over it, and less focus on trying to get along with each other when they're actually in the ring. Because this is a struggle and a half. I don't know who to feel worse for, because they're really just working against they're working against both themselves and not working with each other, working against each other. And that noggin wagon on the side there, that just shows it all. Wanda Del Rey's supposed to fucking lead her in the right direction. Kingsley's left not guessing. Nobody's calling shit in the ring. They're all just lost.
Anyways, let's continue.
And Wanda Del Rey, the mean streak of Wanda Del Rey is now being shown right now.
Bucket on the head slam.
All right, it's finally a forearm connected to the face.
Almost hit another fan.
Oh no, guys, what are you doing? And that same old man.
Get off me. Oh, and then we're throwing merch.
That's nice.
Someone's merch. I guess she probably got heat now. Oh, another recycling bin. Garbage bin. Oh, she teased it. But okay.
Okay, there's tons of old men here. They do not look impressed. That man that was in the front row.
Oof. Oh, okay. Now we're just throwing chairs at each other. Oh, Jesus.
What is going on? What is this?
We should put this on television. She throws. Wait, pause. Wanda throws her in the ring, and the crowd cheers like, "Thank God this is over."
Well, the man that was in the front row at the corner on the right side of the corner there, in the gray jacket, had an old lady beside him. After the first time they threw the garbage can, he did not look impressed. And when they start throwing shit around, he takes the old lady and they leave the front row. Like this is. They don't feel safe. They don't want to be in a crowd where they're not protected at all, and they're just trusting these young girls to be throwing shit around them, just recklessly. Oh my gosh!
There you go. Yeah.
I'm so uncomfortable.
Anyways, they go back in the ring.
And there's the bell.
Oh, the bell rings now, and they're still brawling. Okay, I guess that's lazy booking because like they're like. We want to fight in the crowd, but we don't want to get counted out. So let's just do it before the bell.
I am so uncomfortable, and
but
I know it makes me
like okay, but like, why did you do that? This is the thing.
I would like to see if they have an answer for it because I'm guessing that they don't.
And if they want to come on the podcast and explain,
Of course, yes, very good.
Hey, actually, we got a quick shot here of the ref. I like this ref. He's a big long beard and some glasses and some
not smiling.
Not smiling. He wouldn't pass the television reffing. Maybe he just showed up early and that's what happened.
And he doesn't seem like one of those creeps. You know, there's a lot of those refs who are like,
right.
no, I always do the women's matches.
Yeah,
There's some of those refs too, and they you shouldn't trust those kind of guys.
Let's continue with this mayhem.
Talked about it. This is what the
Look at those shots, man.
they want to become the champion.
Oh, look at the pause. Oh,
And there's no selling. What are they selling?
they're just out of breath.
Yeah, they're selling exhaustion of fake punching each other.
Oh boy.
Let's be careful what we say to her because we'll make it labeled something.
She might call us bigots. No, pause. That makes sure that we're on the same.
Wanda just gave her an elbow.
Oh, okay. So you're ahead of me.
Okay, so I think I'm at.
Wait, so Wanda's in the corner?
I'm at 252.
Yeah. Okay.
We're only 3 minutes in.
I know we've paused about a dozen times, and I know that's not fair to the viewers either. I know it does annoy them. It's good for YouTube rules because now we're definitely classified as commentary, but I can't help it. There's so much we have to say that I'm really getting the creeps here.
Yeah. So are we on the same page? We're gonna go now.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Into it, I would say the entire locker room is now on notice for whoever.
Now Wanda's in the corner, right?
Now Wanda's in the corner. Let's see. Oop. She's got her up. Well, I can only imagine what this is gonna be.
Oh, she grabbed the hair, so she's a heel.
Oh. Okay, let's pause that. Well, first off, because they've come out so hot, as in heated, nothing to do with them as being girls, hot, that the hair pull meant nothing because how can it? They've already been punching the shit out of each other.
True.
And then
throwing a garbage can around.
Throwing a garbage can around, yeah, because I don't know how hair pull. The garbage can's worse than a hair pull, right? But
yeah, well, not that Kingsley really made it an effort to make it look apparent.
Yeah, true. And then we have this move that is blatantly rushed and reflects inexperience. And what was the line earlier with please move before you drop me on my head from your survey?
I forget what the question was, but I do move or I drop myself on my own head.
There you go.
But this just before you play it again, I mean, Del Rey, you're supposed to. You notice when Michinoku does it, he is carrying his opponent in a way where he's protecting the opponent's head. That was all on Kingsley, and I think that was luck. Like Del Rey, Wanda made no effort to protect her head. She just dropped her. And if Kingsley did not curve her body enough, she could have landed herself on her neck. Like Del Rey made no protection here. They're just going through the motions here.
You can tell Wanda's got no control over her. She's just kind of
just drops her.
I think I think Kingsley gave that move to herself.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And then Kingsley, at least I'll give it to her there. If she did that on purpose, like she did not feel secure, she knew she probably had to tuck her chin just a little bit more. Otherwise, she's being dropped on her noggin wagon. That's why I cringed out like that. I see shit like that, and it's like, oh my God. Like, how long is it going to take for them not to realize they have to protect their opponent for something to go really wrong here?
Not for nothing. Like, I'm pretty sure she landed right on her neck, which is not good.
Del Rey, fucking bag of potatoes. Oh.
Anyways, let's continue.
What's the timestamp you're at?
3:14.
Okay.
We didn't even get a chance to talk about how Kingsley's coming off the biggest win of her career when she beat Jody Threat.
So they did the Michinoku driver, which I'm guessing meant nothing because they're just gonna, okay, yeah. So pause.
It's hard not to.
Wanda takes a Michinoku driver.
Yeah.
They get up. And then she drop toe holds Wanda into the ropes like nothing happened. So basically the Michinoku driver meant fuck all, even though it was a very extreme, dangerous bump. And
I would disagree with you there. I mean, at least Kingsley seemed like she did it last desperation, which in that part you're supposed to act like drop toe hold is she's exhausted, but in desperation. Well, it's true now she's running. You're right. Anyways, yeah.
Okay.
No, but look, you can replay the move because she barely makes fucking attaches her ankles to her opponent's ankles. Okay. It just looked like she hit her with her tippy toes.
Well, if the punches were fake, why would that be real?
Very okay. Anyways. Good point. No selling now. She can do a 619.
Okay, 619, but she gets caught.
Yeah, she does. But she's held like a little baby.
Wanda's picked her up. Okay. All right.
Okay, that was a good kick. That was all right. At least she was looking kind of fierce.
Finally, we got some actual offense. Okay.
All right. Interesting choice. That was her falsie?
The crowd did not think so. More fake punches.
At least Wanda has the wherewithal to know she has to cover up her face.
Yeah. I guess this counts as selling.
She's not like John Greed where he just takes it.
No, her trainer.
Oh yeah, well.
Yeah, no more excuses, right?
Okay, now Wanda's up.
We saw Wanda lose in the triple threat. We've seen her kind of get screwed in other matches. Here you either win or you don't. And now
here either you win or you don't.
Oh, try to catch the kick. Okay, fail at that.
This is just too much planning, right? Because they're rushing and they're planning and, Okay, so Kingsley gave Wanda a drop kick in the ropes, and then Wanda gave Kingsley a drop kick in the ropes. Now they're outside again. But see here, pause. So they've already been on the outside, so they're going to the outside again. Who gives a shit?
They really hate each other, man.
They really hate each other. Okay.
They got massive heat, dude. This is not a match, it's a fight.
Okay, so more punching on the outside, and I think all the fans are questioning if they should move. And they're going to go back in for some reason. Why did they go out? Okay, here we go. So they went to the outside.
Uh-huh.
And
that's the second
she
time.
Puts her back in the side, but they've already been to the outside, right? So
and just plops her down, like sets her down carefully, so nothing to really to sell. And then
roll up. Oh, that's the finish.
And that's the finish.
I thought we had another 10 minutes. Oh,
so did I.
At least the ref turned his back. Like, I hate when I see that they cheat and the ref's like looking right at it. That's like Rob Fuego.
Yeah,
that's
exactly. He made an effort to have his body away from it. So yeah.
And
so Kingsley just cheated to win, which is kind of the cowardly thing to do. So you'd think that she'd get the fuck out of there. She knows she cheated, and especially if they brawled on the outside twice. What's stopping Wanda Del Rey from coming at her again?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Wouldn't she be pissed that her opponent had to cheat to beat her? Wouldn't you be
got
pissed?
The invisible fence stopping her from getting revenge.
Yeah. Well, she's not even there anymore. I wonder if they had heat
she
after
cleared
this.
out. I don't know. She was disgraced with shame. But at least Kingsley went up on the merch table and gloated. That's probably why Mark Clark likes her, because it's like, oh, this is good shit. This is good shit. But I'd say like because
she deserves to be on TV.
Because everything was just so like phony and out of place. Like probably no one really gave a shit, and you could tell from the crowd. Like yeah, they booed, but like they're wrestling audiences are very I guess lax or patient or forgiving, in that like yeah.
Well, they're going in with an open mind, right? They know it's a fixed event. They know it's fixed fighting. It's entertainment more than competition. So they're going in with an open mind, and that's up to the performers to give them that illusion and give them that entertainment.
They didn't get that illusion.
Well, the workers certainly made no effort of protecting the audience. Some people had to leave their good front row seats because they felt like endangered, like something was going to be thrown at them.
I mean, maybe they saw the episode with Steve Brown because
that entire.
I mean,
Norfolk
Steve Brown,
audience.
I don't think was on this show, but if it could happen to Steve Brown, it can happen to anybody.
That's right. That's right. I mean, that seemed like a train wreck. Those girls made no effort of working with each other, and it clearly weren't communicating.
I'll say this again, like it's being shit and then being inexperienced. So I'm gonna veer on the side that they're just inexperienced, but then it's like, one, why are you being exposed on shows like this? And two, why don't you just go and get more training or get better training, or why can't you get better training?
We're kind of left with no choice but to just assume that, like, okay, it's lack of experience. But just like you were comparing with Wanda's lack of enthusiasm to do what was a great opportunity, which the CNE was, her lack of interest, And I feel the same too, because I think that you and I, maybe it's a different type of wrestler. We thrive off bigger crowds that we can't predict, complete strangers at these outdoor shows. And it kind of blew my mind when I went to the Welland shows, and some of those guys want nothing to do with them. They're like, that's not my style. I don't like those kind of shows. Why not?
I think that's how they're trained, right? It's just different.
I guess so. I actually wonder if that's like the Fuerzas and the Von Vertigos of the world.
Well, and this is why we've started the podcast, because we want to engage in dialogue, and everybody watches the podcast. They all talk about the podcast, not in front of us, but they don't want to come on the podcast and talk about it. It's
of course, because they think they see their wrestler gimmick as their ego, aka their brand, and they don't want their brand to be associated with something they might not see to be good on paper.
They don't see how the cream team, being part of the cream team, can get the cream to rise to the top.
That's right. Now, I don't know, man. But I think those are actually interesting questions. Are some of those, those flippy dippy high spot guys, do they prefer these 50 people audiences in bingo halls? And bingo halls is actually giving them a compliment. It's not even that, they're legions.
The legion, yeah. And then the question is, who are the people that are actually coming out? Like, is it just friends and family, or is it actual wrestling fans?
Oh, it's probably nothing's changed in that part. The promoter just depends on the Bernadettes, the golden like wrestling dedicated, the same people. So then the promoter has to make no effort and just do a Facebook post, and that's how they advertise their show.
Well, that's gonna wrap it up for this week, and we covered a lot of stuff this week. Do you have any closing thoughts?
I'm not asking for it, I'm not begging it, but I think all this Kingsley hate that I've done in the past weekend is going to come to blow back in my face.
I can see how you reach that conclusion, but I also anticipate not that much coming, because that's just
I'm thinking, because I'm not giving up. I know I've hit something here, and the way my audience reacted when I played that clip, like a lot of them were like, "What the fuck are we watching?" And I know they liked it, so I'm not going to give up. I know there's more Kingsley lore, and I'm about to fucking open a Pandora's box that I'm probably going to end up regretting.
But again, like this, it's not like we're like lifting the veil or something like that. This is posted online. It's on YouTube. Everybody can get it.
It's true.
Like
it's right.
Nobody watches it. That's one point, but like you can find it. It's not hard. So like I don't.
Well, to me, it's personal now, though, because she's infiltrated my nightmares because you decided to send it late at night when I was clearly sleeping. And I decided to open this Kingsley clip at 5 a.m. and went back to bed. And then I had massive nightmares. I was like so uncomfortable. And then we watched that match. I know like this is personal now. Now she's like terrorizing my soul.
And you're just trying to get a good night's sleep and you get lectured about racism and sexism. And then later she comes out and she's singing, and I guess you're supposed to be nice to her.
Yeah, that's right? Yeah. Oh boy. So stay tuned tonight on Hipstar tonight, every Friday night at 9ish p.m. Catch it on hipstar.ca.
And I'm Mr. Marvelous as always, and this is the Cream Team, and we want to close this out. I think
Kingsley, don't get my Twitter suspended.
You want to make it look like a fight, not an exhibition. That's how we'll close it out.
Yeah, that's well said. And I don't train, I entertain.
There you go.
Or either you do it or you don't. Here's your job. You want to keep your job, you do it. It's people like me who work in the wrestling business, the Cream Team. It's just filth, lies, and cheaters. That's the way that company has been built on. How would you like to lie on the bed and have me perform oral sex on you? And I said, geez, that would be great.